Still sounding messed up? All good now? I'm seeing some good now. Now it's good. We're good to go? Okay, all good. Where was I? Oh, yes. So I don't know if it was still sounding all chipmunky, but um got a new camera. Might need a new mic. We'll see. I'm gonna check the mic and the headphones. But I've been talking to some successful people in this world that I live in, and um some some plans are being made, some changes are coming for the better, of course. So just be on the lookout on some great changes to the Jericho Green Empire merch, the whole nine. We're gonna uh, have some plans for the whole package. So please stick around for that. Today I am dedicating this live stream to my wife's grandfather who passed away this morning. So shout out to Ken. He was born in, I believe, 1932. He was around for a minute. He's seen this world change a whole lot. Just think, uh, 90, almost 92 years ago, America, 1932 in Illinois. So yeah, so R.I.P. to him. And he was a great dude. My whole life, nothing but kind and funny dude. He reminded me of Frank Sinatra, and big Niner fan. So sometimes he would just call just to talk about that. And he'd always say, "Hey, is this 49er headquarters?" You know it is, Ken. We talk about, the upcoming game or what game had just happened. Uh, and he actually came to visit on Christmas, and we watched the Niner game. Unfortunately, they lost, but whatever. It was about spending time with him, and that ended up being the last time. So when stuff like this happens, I try to focus on the time we had. I try to focus on the fact that we got to see him one more time at Christmas, and we got to have those memories with him, and all the times that we got to hang out with him. So, you know, that's what I'm looking at. And you know, that whole process when somebody dies. Not looking forward to that, but definitely looking forward to getting together with people who knew him and loved him and hear all the things they have to say. Because when that kind of stuff happens, and you go to like a funeral or something like that, whatever kind of service people have, you hear all these different stories about them because you only know them through your experience, your truth. So you only know them through your prism. So to hear other people talk about them, and you might hear something you never heard, or some story you never heard, or some part of their life you didn't know about. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So this show is for Ken. Yesterday was my daughter's 12th birthday, so that was fun. She had some of her friends over, and we had some family over for dinner. So she's 12 now. One more year, she'll be a teenager. I don't want to hear it. I'm not trying to think about that. Cross that bridge when we get to it, but I know what's coming. But shout out to her. It was her 12th birthday yesterday. And so today I had to go and exchange a Christmas gift. And this happened in real life. Like, guys, I'm like so real. I'm going to tell you guys like something that happened in my real life because I'm so real. So I went there and I went to exchange the gift. And I wanted to get something of a similar price and just like, or maybe more, pay the difference or whatever. But I did want to get something for that. I didn't want my money back. So I'm looking, and while I'm looking, I hear these two girls talking at the counter, 20 somethings. And the one girl's like something. She's dropping a couple F bombs. And you know me, I love an F bomb. Love it. A strategically placed F word. Are you kidding me? So that's not the language. It's just the setting. If you could be doing something and in the right setting, it's totally fine. In the wrong setting, it's a problem. It could be a crime. When you go to your bathroom right now, if you have to, and take a shit, there's nothing wrong with that. People expect you to shit in there. They expect you to shit, piss. If you're sick, you can vomit, maybe both at the same time. You ever been bathtub sick? Huh? You ever had to lay in the bathtub because it's coming out of the top and the bottom? Been there. Like I said, I'm real. Been there. But that's the room for it. Do all your gross shit, cut your fingernails, blow your nose, all that sick, nasty human shit. Do it in there. It's expected. It's designated for that kind of activity. There may be some other activities I didn't even name. But if you go out in your front yard and take a shit, unless you live in a rural setting, if you live in the urban life or the suburban life, and you go out in your front yard and take a shit, now we're calling the police. Now you're being tased with your pants around your ankles. See the difference in that room? Cool. Spray some spray in the air, light a match, crack a window, all three if it's that bad. Go ahead and shit in there. Shit in your front yard. Now people are keeping their children away from you and law enforcement's involved. So it's all about the setting. So what this girl was saying wasn't bad, but the fact that she was saying it out on the sales floor, does it speak to the new generation? I don't know. Let me finish the story. I'm trying to tell you a story. So I'm looking for a different piece of merchandise. And she's dropping F-bombs and talking about like my life, like all my dreams are like coming true. And like my friend, and I'm going to school and my classes and all this other shit. Spun Bearing says audio. Is it messing up again? Exactly, Verse Pro. In your bed, no. You can't be doing what was her name? Amanda Heard or whatever was. Johnny Depp's ex shitter who shit in his bed, Miss Heard. Miss Turd. Okay, Spun Bearing. Looks like it might be an issue with yours. Yeah, okay, Amanda Turd. Thanks, I'm Jake. So it was Amanda. So anyway, she's talking about all this shit, all this inappropriate shit on the sales floor. And so I make the exchange and she doesn't stop. And the guy who's helping me is like, "Oh, you're crazy," like trying to tell her in code, "Shut up, don't talk about this shit out here." And the other girl's sitting there like, "Yeah, yeah." And this other girl's going on. So I come home and I tell my wife about it. And she goes, and she told me last time she went to the store when she went to get my gift that the staff was rude and that the girl was saying that her friend is Bide and all this shit. Like, what are you doing? So the reason I'm telling you is to ask you this. I was thinking about calling corporate when I was walking out of there or calling the manager. But I think my wife, after what she told me, the girl who was talking might be the manager. I don't want to get this girl in trouble. I don't know. Should I call the store and probably get her on the phone? Or should I go corporate? Or am I being just an old curmudgeon? Who cares, Jericho? It was just a store. She's young. I don't know. And it's not like I've started feeling this way since I turned 40 or something. I've always kind of felt that way. I've always had a certain standard for customer service. And when I've worked in customer service jobs, I strive to give people that. You don't talk about certain things on the sales floor. If I was talking to another employee and a customer would walk up, I would immediately stop talking to the other employee and go, "Can I help you?" Because how stupid do you feel standing there, and how unprofessional is it for you to walk up to two employees talking in a business and they keep talking and don't notice your presence? Like, I'm a customer. I'm supposed to be your priority. I can't stand that shit. I don't want to hear about your personal life. You shouldn't be on the phone. You shouldn't be texting. And I shouldn't be standing here waiting for you to notice me when you're talking to another employee. I can't stand that shit. Is that too high of a standard? I don't fucking care. That's what's expected. I'm seeing some people in here say, go corporate on them. Tony Hannafin said she might have been stoned. Some people get real talkative when they get stoned. Okay. But does being stoned make you talk about the wrong subject matter? Like your friend being bi? I don't think we need to work that into the conversation, do we? Maybe say that for your lunch break. H.G. Wells says, ready for 49ers not winning a Super Bowl, bro? No, I'm not ready for that because it's not going to happen. And as I ask all sports-related shit talkers, who is your team? So that I may properly gauge my shit talking back to you, H.G. Wells. Sound like an author. Oh, have you read the new book by H.G. Wells? So who's your team? Oh, please don't be the Cowboys. Please don't be the Cowboys. So who's your team, H.G. Wells? Let's hear it. Well, Leilani, the people today, the guy was helping me. The two girls were just, they were talking, but I was being helped by a third guy. And he was the one who was kind of saying, like, hey, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, in a professional way. H.G. Wells says, well, so are you telling me you're a Cowboys fan? Admit it. Admit that you're a Cowgirls fan, that you like them girls. Say it. Think about what you think about. Because I'm currently in nursing school. We had an orientation yesterday, and one of the instructors used the terms person with a penis and person with a uterus. Oh, dog. Fuck. Sorry to hear that, man. Stay strong. I know you will. But you gotta wade through the turd-filled waters of fucking wokeism. Ugh. Stay strong. Diesel, what's up? He says it's already planned. 49ers versus Ravens. The Super Bowl logo colors have predicted it for the past several years. Yeah, I saw that. We will see. Delta Mel says your boos mean nothing. I've seen which team you cheer for. Are you telling me? Are you a Cowboys fan too? You like them girls? H.G. Wells. Leilani says the Bears are losers, but I still love them. Yeah, they are. What happened with Justin Fields? Ay, ay, ay. H.G. Wells says Cowboys since 7 years old. I'm 50 now. Okay, that's cool. You're firmly entrenched in your camp, and so am I, H.G. Wells. You understand the hatred that our organizations have for each other. You understand the 80s, the 90s, and everything after that. You know what we think of your organization and that fucking old decrepit crypt keeper that won't loosen his liver spotted grip on the organization, which is why you guys can never get to an NFC championship game. Oh, Diesel, I know what team you root for. The fucking Raiders, eh? The Raiders. The Raiders. Mo Reese, what up, Mo? He says the Bears. Uh-oh. Not much to cheer for this year. But if you guys win the Caleb Williams lottery, shit, things might be looking up. That boy's good. That boy is good. Think about what you think about says we were talking about abortion and it was clear the instructor was disappointed with Idaho's strong abortion laws. Why can't they keep their opinions and feelings out of it? Just give me the medical. You did say you were in nursing school, so let's keep it about nursing. I don't want to know which way you lean politically, whether it be left or right. Keep that shit to yourself. Again, settings. That's not the right setting for that. Jamie. He says, Jericho, it's 14 degrees here in the Twin Cities in flurries. Nah, flurries are not 14 degrees is already well outside of my realm of possibility. 14? No, thank you. Now, you put a little line off of that 1 and make it a 7. I'm listening. But 14? Nah, no teens. 13, 14, 19. It don't fucking matter. Teens? Nah. That's where California wins. Ugh. Frank Tucker. Come on down here to Frank Tucker's and get you a brand new Ford F-50. Tell him Frank Tucker sent you. Buffalo. Bills Mafia, huh? I'm rooting for you. Wait, the Bills play the Steelers? Ah, fuck the Steelers. I don't have anything against them, but I'm just rooting for Buffalo. Shout out to my man Jay Reason. Jay Reason was hype on his live stream of the game. I've never seen him so excited. Rex Rocker says, my boss died last year, was mostly a Jets fan. He would always say how much they sucked. Yeah, man, Jets, you can't win with those fans. You ever see all the videos of them booing people and shit when they draft them? Fuck, you guys ain't never happy. But Robert Saleh, formerly 49ers defensive coordinator, if he can get an offense going, man, you know that defense is going to be tight. If that offense picks up, their defense will get even better. So you just got to crack that whole code of getting the right quarterback. Good luck. Will Parker, Raider Nation, whoa, okay, welcome, boy. Interesting things. This is very interesting. LA Rams and Carolina Panthers, only because I live in North Carolina. Much love, Jericho Green. That is a strange, those make strange bedfellows, as they say. Rams and Carolina? You got two opposite ends of the spectrum. Rams are in the playoffs this week. As a Niner fan, I don't want to see the Rams only because they know us so well and they're getting hot at the right time. But if we do, fuck it, whatever. It'll be revenge for 2 years ago when they knocked us out of the NFC Championship game. But yeah, the Rams are doing good, even though they're in my division and we spit on them. They're a good team. And then Carolina Panthers are the exact opposite. Will Parker says 15 degrees by 8 a.m. here. Oh, it's going to be a high of 15. You can keep that too. Keep that too, sir. Sir. Keep that shit too. Secretary not sure. What about the sorry Chargers? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Justin Herbert. I mean, shit. Coming out of college, who did Justin Herbert play for? Did he play for Oregon? I think so. That dude was on fire. They can't seem to get it together in fucking LA either. So, well, to me, they'll always be the San Diego Chargers. Fucking LA Chargers. There's enough going on in LA. LA are a bunch of so what I'm looking for. Disloyal. They're a very disloyal fan base. Like they have no loyalty. It's all about being on the sidelines or court side. It's a photo op. There's no loyalty in LA. Ruben Walls, what up? Glad you caught the stream. That's right, HG Wells. Chargers should be in San Diego. Period. Find somewhere. Take over the San Diego State Stadium or something. I don't know. Go to damn LA. Smell A. You know what? California's so big that you could live your entire life in Northern California and never go to LA. I don't recommend it. Definitely see this beautiful state, especially what's left of it. But yeah, LA is a world away. LA is 9 hours away from where I live. Quick flight, but it's 9 hour drive from where I live, a little bit north of Sacramento, all the way down to Los Angeles. 2 words, no thanks. Definitely would take a flight down there if I went, but yeah, it's a world away. 9 fucking hours. You get on the further you go east, the smaller the states get. It's almost like when they started heading east, they figured out, oh, this shit's big. So the states get bigger. But on the East Coast, yeah, you could jam like the whole fucking East Coast in California. It still have room. That's right, Rex Rocker says, dang, California is gigantic. Oh, it is. I don't even know. Someone let me know how long it would take you to drive tip to tip in California. And it's really wide too, especially at some points. Like in the middle, it kind of, but Southern California gets kind of fat. But I imagine it would take you a long fucking time. I'm guessing like what, maybe 18 hours, 24 hours. I'd say between 18 and 24 hours to go tip to tip. Just the tip. How much trouble you got in with just the tip, ladies? Yeah, probably running around the house right now. Feel some things, shall we? Like to be thankful. Like to have things to be thankful for. Secretary, not sure. I'm sure that I'm glad you're here. Thank you. J, J, G, J. Was that Biden? J, G, G, J. Hope you had a great anniversary. I did. 15 years in the game. 15 years happily married. And when you run into people who tell you, oh, marriage and this, and 50% of marriages, and those are usually people who've never done it or people who did it wrong. Because if you do it right, you have the right partner, you take the right steps, do everything in order. Life's not perfect. I know it's not so black and white. But when those things line up, you will have a happy marriage. Yes, you got to work on it. My wife and I, years ago, we first got together. We have a very strict policy. We've never broken it. Do not go to bed angry. Don't let those feelings fester. Work it out. Period. You keep the sex life healthy. You see those maybe in movies you've seen people with plants and they spray them with water and they talk to them. And they remember Rosewood from Beverly Hills Cop, and he had those plants, or Beverly Hills Cop 2. Well, he was in both of them. All three of them, actually. Ugh, don't do Beverly Hills Cop 3. Beverly Hills Cop 3 is like taking your shoes off and stepping in a fresh pile of dog shit. It's still hot. Don't do that. Why would you do that? Why would you know there's a pile of dog shit there and step in it? I'm showing you, I'm highlighting the dog shit. Don't step in it. Part 3, forget it. But Billy Rosewood, was in the first 2. And in the second one, he had an apartment full of plants. And he would spray them with water. He was talking about, some of them like James Brown and blah, blah, blah. He plays music for him. You have to baby it. You have to cultivate it. You have to nurture it. That's what your sex life should be like. But if you do it right, yes, you're going to have a happy marriage. 95 to 98% of your marriage, for the most part, your relationship, if you're still in the boyfriend, girlfriend phase, it should be happy. It should be positive. It shouldn't be unusual for you to think of your significant other and it brings a smile to your face. Or maybe it does something to another part of your body. That works too. But for the most part, should be pretty good. If not, tweak that shit. All right. Steve D. Martin, thank you. It says Vikings fan here. Blow that horn shit when they score. Sad to see the injuries decimated our squad. We played well against your Niners, but if they make all the way, go Niners. Yeah, man. Thank you for the support. I wish we could have that game back, because Brock Purdy was concussed in that game. Love to see the Vikings again. Unfortunately, it won't happen. But yeah, man, you guys got fucked up. And the week after you played us, Kirk Cousins went down. Next year, brother. Rance and Shan, thank you. Rance and Shan, thanks. He says, oh yeah, JG, I'm proud of the San Diego chart. I mean, never mind. Not much to be proud of for this team. Well, stick with it. It's like San Diego. Yeah, fuck, I call them San Diego. The San Diego, the Chargers. It's like they're about to turn a corner, but they're on like a treadmill. So the corner never gets closer. They're right there, but they can't. With a player like Justin Herbert, a quarterback like Justin Herbert, man, Bosa, if he can fucking stay healthy, that dude's always hurt. But if he can stay healthy somehow with a defensive end like him, Khalil Mack, you guys got decent receivers. What's the dude's name? Allen? Keenan Allen, is that his name? Man, you guys got the pieces, but for some reason, man, Chargers just can't get that shit together. So, good luck. Spun bearing 6 and 5. Thank you, Spun Bearing, for the Hamilton. He says, got to look up Tiffany Henyard, Dalton, Illinois, dictator. Uh-oh. Boy, with people like that, and you throw in your governor, Pritzker, is that his name? Fuck it. Forget the highway to hell. Illinois is on the highway to California, New York. Frank Tucker, he says, just sold a car. A way to bring that joke back around, Frank Tucker. There's another one. Every time you hear that bell ring, that lets you know that Frank Tucker sold another car. If you can't trust Frank Tucker, people, who can you trust? There'll be people standing outside in front of the dealership with like $500 fanned out. We just bought our car from Frank Tucker. Thanks, Frank. No, thank you, good folks, for coming down here and seeing Frank Tucker. And remember, when you're in the market to buy a brand new or used Ford F-150, you come right on down here off of Highway 95 and see Frank Tucker. Tell him Frank sent you. And see. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for keeping us updated on your sales at Frank Tucker Automotive. No, Diesel, don't go see Cal. You go see Frank. Damn it. And Frank Tucker, his auto dealership's the kind of dealership where it's going to be there for years. Like you'll see it change, and then like 25 years down the road, he'll be standing there with like his kids and then his grandkids. Y'all remember when I opened Frank Tucker's used and new and used automotives over 25 years ago. I'll show you clips of Frank Tucker. Probably has more hair back then, kind of that sepia tone, late 70s kind of shit. And then he goes to the 80s, probably got a fat mustache. The 90s got some acid wash on or something. 2000s and all that probably has a Y2K sale or some shit. 2000. Frank Tucker is going to be there. Thanks, Frank. Tell him Frank sent you. Hey, Mark Coniglio. All right, guys, can we get started? You people distracted me long enough. Happy Friday. Damn it. Happy Friday, you crazy sons of bitches. That's true, Mark. The Lions, they got screwed. That was fucked up. That was bullshit. But if things go the right way, maybe you guys can face the Cowboys again in the playoffs. In the divisional round, maybe. We'll see. That's right, none the miser. It's Friday, Craig. It's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do. So, also today on Jericho Green, St. Paul, Minnesota. Oh, bummer. They have a new city council. Finally, they did it right. That's why I named this live stream. Are you ready for some herstory? Not history. Not about those stupid, misogynist, mansplaining males. Ill. Okay? Interesting thing says, you ain't got no job. Just free your mind, Craig. I know how old you are. But, oh, Jamie. And that's actually where they filmed Jingle All the Way, where that's from. That's his son's name in the movie. And he says it every 5 minutes. Jamie. Oh, Jamie. Oh, Jamie. Fuck. But they filmed that movie in St. Paul, Minnesota in the spring, even though it's a winter movie. Anyway, so St. Paul, Minnesota, they got it right. See, here's the problem. Yeah, that's right, Teron Isaac. It's not Turbo Man, it's Turbo. Ah, Turbo Man. Jamie, Turbo. Ugh. Remember, you're my best customer. We so fucking terrible. Anyway, St. Paul, they got it right. See, the problem is these fucking men, you and your balls, you and your testosterone, you and your football and your guns and your fucking beef. It's the men. That's the problem. So we've identified the problem. What's next? To remove the problem. Okay? You've identified it, men, and now you have to remove it. So if you take out the men, what does that leave? That leaves all women. That's right. The St. Paul, Minnesota City Council, for the first time, they've made history by having an all-female city council. Oh, yeah. All-female city council. And out of these females, I think there's 6 of them or something like that. We'll check it out. There's a little clip. But out of those females, what do most of them have in common? We've already separated them into females. So what's the next group we can separate them into? What are most of this all-female city council in St. Paul, Minnesota? You know. Most of the women, you got it, Teron Isaac. Tell him what he's won. You got it. Women of color. I think there's like 1 or 2 white women. I think there's like 1 or 2 Karens on there because they're automatically bitches because they're white. But most of them are women of color. No, none of them are not lumberjacks. But hey, women got that. Women of color got that. So what's the third group that some of these women could possibly belong to? Gender, race. What's next? What's that last thing? Because like gender, race. One more. Say it. Say it. You got it. Sexuality. You got it. That's all you need. Next time you find yourself in bed with a blue-haired, granola-headed dirt fucker, just some far left, crazy-ass liberal, and you want them to reach their climax, just say those 3 things. Women of color, and gay. All over the place. Put down a tart first. You got it, Shinobi. I'm just saying, try not to find yourself in that position. But hey, fellas, what are you going to do? Sometimes It's 1:30. The light's about to come on. You're striking out all night. What are you going to do? So if you find yourself in there with one of those, you say those three things, and it doesn't have to be in that particular order. It's just like saying Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. That last Beetlejuice. So, St. Paul, Minnesota, all female city council. And then I'm not going to give you all of it, but imagine what some of their top priorities are. Uh-oh. And I heard some more information about these tunnels that were found under that synagogue in New York. What the fuck? What is up with it? What were you guys doing in there? What's the need for this secret travel? I did a video about it yesterday. Again, if you have all the permits and everything will be structurally sound after you burrow under the city streets, fine. But when you're burrowing under people's businesses and living spaces to the point where they heard you, that's how they got tipped off. Somebody heard them. That's how close they were. That's how close the bottom of the structure was. Somebody heard noise down there, and that's what they alerted the authorities. So what the fuck? And I'll tell you the new thing that I learned about it. That's right, Mark. He says, hey, that's Disney's motto. Make her a girl, make her gay. And that is how you lose money. I'm Jake says, he says, laughing my ass off. Could you imagine the 911 call? There's Jews under my house. Ugh. I'm Jake. I had the steering wheel and I'm trying to keep this shit on the rails, and you just right off the fucking rails. What would have been really messed up if the person called was like, there are Jews under the house. That would have been fucked up. And if that was too fucked up of a joke for you, I understand if you take the next exit. Teron Isaac says, dude said he heard Yiddish in the floors. I smashed my la kukula hoikin. What is that, velvet? You guys made me do this. I'm a person of color. None of this is my fault. It's your fault. And how many of you put your hand up in the air? One hand, just go like this, like we used to do in the classroom. Put your hand up if you have hope for the future generations of this country. Long journey, what's up? Well, if you do have hope for the future generation, I am going to show you a story, and I'm going to do my best to take it from you. I'm going to do my best to take the last little bits of hope that you have for future generations. If we continue down this path, if we continue this course, I'm going to show you how bad it's going to get. Now, here at Jericho Green Enterprises, and anywhere else, I would hope, we don't condone the acquisition of children without their parents' consent, if you know what I mean. What's up, James? James Graves. I don't condone that. Of course, that's terrible. But in the video that I'm going to show you, if in a land far, 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 far away, Forrest, far, far away, and I'm not going to come back and give you the love that you want from me until I have AIDS. Fucking Jenny. Anyway, if somebody were to come in and take these children and then put them in put them in a kind of home that you would find on an 80s or 90s sitcom at 8 o'clock on a Friday night. Huxtables, you got you got the Tanners, Growing Pains. Like, put them in a home where they would be surrounded by love and discipline and structure and happiness. You just want to take those children out of those environments because you know if you put them in a better environment, they will flourish. But they're like that because of their current confinements. And yeah, none of the minds are the Winslows. Send them over there with Carl Winslow. Loving father, married to a woman for years, beautiful children. He's a cop. Yeah, family matters, all that shit. If you just want to take these children out of that environment and put them in a good family. And they don't need to be rich. This just needs to be a good family. Spunberry, growing pains, not growing pains. That's not a show I want to see or be on. That's right, Mean Richard. Family Ties, Alex P. Keaton. Maybe the kid will be going to school in a three-piece suit with a briefcase. But if you remove those children from that building, and if, I'm just saying, in a land far, 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 far away, if they were to take those children out of that building and then leave the adults in there and seal the building, and then how about now? I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Is it still like that? Damn it. Okay. Let's try that again. But I don't believe a growing strain, that's a real show. Vex Pro. Thank you very much. But if that were to happen to those people, I would shed this many tears. Just the adults. If they were sealed in the building and then somebody started a fire in that building, you know? But I'll show you that video and it'll make you a little bit sad inside. But we've heard from this kid before. Was it Lil RT? He was a little 9-year-old black boy. He's like, blah, blah, shoot it with the Glock, fuck that shit, suck the dick, and all that. Little 9-year-old black kid. Yeah, he's now did a live performance. But anyway, let's start with some good news, shall we? I learned that when I was in management. I learned that when you talk to an employee about something bad, you want to make a sandwich. You want to start with something positive, then you get to the negative, and then you get back to the positive. You end it on a positive note. So that's what I'll try to do here. I will start with something good. I'll get to the bad, and then we'll try to end with something good. But this right here is amazing. We need to see this duplicated and replicated all over the country. I would say all over the world, but like some of those countries are like so barbaric. But that's why I named this this stream. Are you ready for some herstory? And then I had the burning bra. You know, the whole feminist thing. Look, guys, that was one of the greatest turning points in our country's history. Was the burning the bra, whole feminist 60s, 70s shit. Look where we are now. Is this is amazing. I want to see this all around the country in every city every town, every county. This needs to be the way things are forever. Forever. This one. Because this is the only way that things can be fixed. We just get these men out of these leadership roles, and then we can start there. We can start with the city councils, but I wanted to get up to the mayors and the chief of police, the school boards, all women, because these men are just I don't want to say a hindrance, but you know. So I found a picture, but I want to find the video. So fucking stupid. Like, I mean, there are jobs where the fact that you're a woman can help for sure. And there are places for women in our society, duh. But I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Let's see what's on their stories. Because that's where I got it. But stories only up for so long. Oh yeah, and don't forget. Let's see the official headline here. Don't forget, the U.S. and UK have begun striking targets in Yemen to retaliate for Houthi attacks in the Red Sea. So that's cool. We're just over there to watch Israel's back to make sure nobody jumps in. Remember? But now we're leading strikes. That's cool. That's cool. Because we do know that they're going to try anything. And I do mean anything. Like, people say, I'll do anything for one of those. Somebody goes, anything? They're going to do anything to keep a firm grip on power. And they will do anything, including maybe get us into a war to kind of make it lean that way. You don't want to switch leaders in the middle of a war. It's unprecedented or some shit like that. And there you go. Because, Democrats like to go to war. We had a guy in there. I can't remember his name right now. I just remember, I'm picturing, I'm seeing orange skin. It's fuzzy. I can't remember, but no wars under that guy. No wars under that fella. But these people, they love him a war. So we'll see. Damn, I don't see the video, but I'll pull up the image of these ladies. This new all-female city council for St. Paul, Minnesota. Oh, bummer. Yeah, it's going to be a bummer. This shit's going to suck. So here we go. Here's a picture of them. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, you guys know, I just celebrated my 15th wedding anniversary, so I'm married. But is beautiful? Is that inappropriate? Honey, if you're watching this video, text me and let me know if what I said is inappropriate. But when I see this picture, I think beauty. Here we go. St. Paul made history. You mean a herstory, you dick? St. Paul made herstory on Tuesday with its newly minted all-women city council. The 7-member body is all under the age of 40 and represents racially diverse. Oh, there's that word. Makes the blood go downstairs. You know what I mean? Diversity, diverse, racially diverse, because that's most important. They didn't list the schools that they went to or the leadership roles that they've held or their accomplishments. They just tell you that they're racially diverse and they're young. They're under 40 and feeling sporty. I don't like this. Now, if you have a festival or something that your people do, to keep your ties to the homeland, to the motherland strong, and you want to do this on your private time, get it, girl. This is America. You're free to do whatever you want. This, I don't know if this is some kind of cultural garb. It looks like it. There's a gang of Asian people in Minnesota, in St. Paul. So maybe, but that's just me. I don't like that. If you're in an official capacity and you're in a position to represent your constituents, then just dress normal. Even though part or a large part of your city might be those people, where they have Hmongs and Somalians and shit. Maybe they might be, but you're also representing the people who aren't, who don't have those cultural ties, who may not be that race. So you need to keep it down the middle, vanilla. I don't know what the fuck this is. Is this some kind of African shit here? Is that like some kind of outfit like this? Maybe they put all three of the cultural outfits down here. If it is, it's either some cultural shit or a fucked up outfit. But they only got one white woman, so it looks like the other six are women of color. Yeah, yes. And then let's look at these comments. I have a feeling they'll get some things done. What a beautifully diverse group of people. Love it. Now, my favorite, now watch and learn. Ooh, the ladies are going to do it. I bet you this collection of fucking clams, this group of broads, I bet you they won't agree on shit. It's going to be like a fucking reality show. They're going to form alliances. I don't like her. She's a bitch. She wore that. I had that outfit first. What if their periods all sync up? And when they stand close to each other, their vaginas vibrate on a certain frequency that only women could hear. Oh, what if they're on their period? What if she said something? I look at one of her posts and I was like, fuck her. Oh my God. That's gonna be a fucking train wreck. The only reason you pick them is because they're women. And they're women of color. And you just threw one white one in there to keep the dogs off your ass. An all female. And that's what they're celebrating. That's what they're touting. Is these are ladies, not their accomplishments, not they worked their way up and they worked here and they worked there and they're part of this community and they did this. The credentials. Their, dare I say, their merit. What about meritocracy? Meaning, if you have the merit, if you're good enough, then here you go. Kenneth Jackson, Jericho Green, do you remember Jesse the Body Ventura, the famous Minnesotan? Oh, hell yeah. I'm Jesse the Body Ventura. This stuff will make a man out of you. Yeah, I remember him. I ain't got time to bleed. Stuff will make a sexual tyrannosaurus. Yeah, Jesse the Body's the man. Navy SEAL. Back in the day, like when it first started. One of the original, well, I shouldn't say original, but one of the early frogmen. Party on, girls. Herstory, not history, you fucking men. You men. Oh, man. I bet you there's going to be fucking unopened pickle jars spiders everywhere. Parking spot cars are going to be parked off fucked up. All the city cars are going to sound terrible because they're not going to get oil changes. They're going to have to take the cars from them for a day. Oh, my goodness. Change doesn't happen with the same voices. All female St. Paul City Council makes history. Wait a minute. I want you to look at the what? What did you just say? That has to be the craziest sentence ever written. And I know I talk about, certain stories and things giving us a drop of anger blood, but that has to give you a drop of confusion blood. What? This says change doesn't happen with the same voices. All female St. Paul City Council makes history. Change doesn't happen with all the same voices, so we're going to get all the same voices. Because you think these women don't all think the same politically and socially? You think they're not all woke jackasses? You think there's a conservative amongst them? Oh, fuck out of here. Let's go. Read on. The city council in St. Paul, Minnesota is now made up entirely of women, a first not only in the city's history, but also likely among major cities in the U.S. The council, comprised mostly of women of color, check the box, and all under 40 years old, was sworn in Tuesday and began the city's business at its first meeting on Wednesday, including approving mayoral appointments and appeals of abatement ordinances. Ooh, abatement. Get that car off my street. Here we go. I have a feeling this next paragraph is going to make me want to shit my pants. We're a multi-faith, multicultural group of women. What's a worse collection of people but a multi-faith, multicultural group of women? In America, there's one culture. There aren't multi-cultures. Our professional experiences are what people trusted as much as our personal ones. St. Paul City Council President Mitra Jalali. We have a clear policy vision that we got elected on. Experts who spoke to the Associated Press said that the council is the first all-female council of a major American city. To have a 100% female city council in a major city in the United States is really significant. Karen Kedrowski, director of the Carrie Chapman, blah, 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 Center for Women, whatever. If it's not the first one, it's one of the first where this has happened. So it's a big deal. She literally said that. So it's a big deal. Minnesota Lieutenant Governor says this should be the way it is. Oh, shut your fucking mouth. There's one guy in there. I bet you they're not trying to make him feel like a piece of shit. Probably smells like somebody left a piece of salmon on a heater in there. Ooh. Minnesota Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan said that while the all-female council has made history, it should also simply be the way it is. Like all women in charge everywhere. Flanagan spoke to a packed auditorium as the city council members were sworn in, telling them that young people are going to dream big and achieve their dreams because of the risk you were willing to take. What risk? What risk are you taking being a woman running for office in a major American city? Risk of what? Is somebody going to do something to you? The risk you're taking in 2024. Shut up. This is the safest place on the planet and the safest time ever in human history. The risk you take. 6 of the 7 women on the council are women of color, and all are Democrats. Are you kidding me? Oh, I feel bad. Give them money. Oh, no, that's mean. Not tough laws. This is the vision I had when I first started organizing 8 years ago. Nelsie Yang, the representative of Ward 6, who was first elected to the council in 2020. Change doesn't happen with the same voices at the table. So we'll just pack the table with the same voices. Yang, 28, is also the first Hmong American to serve on the council. Who cares? Jalali noted that the swearing-in ceremony, that the historic first was not without blowback. A whole lot of people who were comfortable with majority male, majority white institutions for nearly 170 years of city history are suddenly sharply concerned about representation, she said. My thoughts and prayers are with them in this challenging time. That was funny. The audience erupted with applause. I'm sure they did. I'd erupt in applause too if you paid me to sit there. Stats show women underrepresented in municipal politics. What? You mean ladies don't gravitate toward politics? According to the data from the Center for American Women and Politics at Rutgers University. Oh, if you say that 3 times in a row, your penis will disappear. Nearly 70% of municipal offices in the United States are held by men. Gross, boo. In Minnesota, 35% of municipal office officials in the state are men, placing the state in a tie with Michigan for the 16th highest state in the country for male representatives. Ugh. Arizona and Alaska are tied for the states with the most women holding municipal offices at 45%. Yay! North Dakota ranks 50th with 20%. Boo! Of the state's municipal offices held by broads. Oh, so what did you take from this? Never mind. I'm going to mansplain to you and tell you what I took from it. I took from it that women are better than men, and men just mess things up. And you've been doing it wrong for the last 170 years. Men bring nothing to the table. So we're going to come to the table. We're going to take our bras off, let our tits out, and we're going to fix this shithole. That's right. You had a bunch of dicks in here, fucking dicks, when all you needed was some clams. Get some fucking twats in here. Someone, why would you do this? This is not the kind of environment that we foster here for these kind of comments. Someone, actually, that's a compound word. It goes together. Someone, says St. Paul, they won't be taking funding from men, right? Why would you say that? And you must be the male in this picture, that profile picture, because only a man would say something like that. Why would you say that? Of course, we're going to be taking money from men because you owe it to us because you're men. Of course, they're taking money from men. These wenches don't really believe this shit. If they did, they would say, we were elected with 0 campaign donations from men because we're doing this for the ladies. We're doing this for the ladies. We're not wearing bras and we're not shaving our fucking bush. It's the 70s down there again. They won't be taking funding from men. What a question. You think they believe this shit? They don't believe this. They were installed. Oh, even worse. Someone, I'm a lady. They call me a self-hating woman because I don't agree with them. Well, you are a self-hater. If you don't fall in line, if you don't shackle your ankle to theirs and walk in lockstep, left, right, goose step. If you're not a fucking if you're not a sheep and you don't follow the masses and you don't go right off the cliff with the rest of the lemmings, someone, then you are a self-hater. You hate yourself if you think for yourself. How can any woman not support this? Ugh. Baseball are us. What's up, Jericho? I just left Salinas for Santa Cruz, dude. Oh, appreciate you being here, man. What a contrast that is from Salinas to Santa Cruz. What a long ass drive, too. It takes like what? Almost an hour? Say what, 45 minutes to get from Santa Cruz or from Salinas to Santa Cruz? And right now, it's almost 3. Yeah, you know you're going to hit some traffic. So sit tight. I'll try to get you through your drive. Someone, the lady self-hater, says, I wouldn't want to be in a room with them or live in their city. Why not? It's a sanctuary for vaginas now. It's ran by women. That's going to be the safest, cleanest, most well taken care of. Nobody's left out. Everybody gets warm cookies at 3 o'clock city you've ever seen. That place is going to be terrible. And if you had a bunch of, and they don't have to be Republicans, but if you had intelligent women who were focusing on the real issues, who really wanted to help and repair the city of St. Paul, then you might be onto something. Now, I don't know if it's possible to find that many women, because again, mostly, or you heard the statistics in the article, not a lot of women are interested in politics. But let's just say if, and they all got elected on their merit, but they all weren't the same this monolithic hive mind thought, then it would be different. But as you can see, you know what their priority is, and it's not fixing the city of St. Paul. They are installed there to continue the plan and the downfall of St. Paul. That rhymes. I'm a poet, didn't even know it. That is ridiculous. Some of their priorities are like housing and all this other bullshit. How about crime? Let that be your first order of business. But they were elected. I don't mean like when I say installed. What I mean is it's a bunch of like-minded people putting more like-minded people in these positions. But the people of St. Paul, this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. But you also have large populations of immigrants there, whether it be legal or otherwise. That's also a dumping ground for these refugees from wars. So you have Hmong people who are there that started being there from Vietnam. You have, insert the name of conflict here from Africa. That's why you got a large Somali population. Look at Minnesota's state flag now. It looks like the fucking Somali flag. And when I say immigrants, I don't mean the old school ones, the Scandinavians and all that shit. I'm talking about these new school ones, especially the Africans and the Arabs that are coming here as refugees from all these wars. So they're not going to have the same mindset as an American. They're not to say there aren't American dummies who didn't line up for this shit. They're not all foreigners in St. Paul and in other cities. But I think the fact that a lot of them are foreigners and a lot of them didn't, as a refugee, you don't go through the same process to become a citizen as you do someone who wants to be a citizen, someone who wants to come here from another country and become an American citizen. It's not the same. You're brought here and you're placed here and you're here. Now, do they have the option to go back and be a citizen? Yeah, I'm sure they do, but most of them don't. Why would you? Why would you do that? That would be like, fellas, you sleep with this chick and she goes, all right, now that we've had sex, I want you to sit down and I'm going to bitch at you for an hour. Are you going to stay there for that, fellas? No. You know what sound you're going to hear? Pew! That's what you're going to hear. You know, man going to sit around for that after I already got him, after I already went, Now I'm going to sit here and listen to this shit? No. So you've already given me the American dream. You've snatched a piece of the American pie out of somebody else's hand and given it to me. So after I'm already here, I'm already enjoying the benefits, I'm going to go back and take the chance that I might fail at it? Why? Why? Why the fuck would I do that? There's no need. I've already gotten the spoils of America. Why would I turn around and work for it? I don't fucking do that. Why would they? That make no damn sense. Steve D. Martin. Mr. Martin, thanks. He says, I live here. I didn't vote for this. Yeah, man. It sucks when you're surrounded by dum-dums. You get swept up in that bullshit, and their reality becomes yours because there weren't enough intelligent voters out there. Tell me if I'm wrong. People like Steve, you live there. Other people live there. Jamie, am I wrong? Is there not a large immigrant population there? And more specifically, refugee population. J954, what up, man? Good to see you. How you been? Happy New Year. So, yo, JG and fam, I know my Dolphins are in bad shape right now due to 93 injuries we got, but it's all good because U of M won the NCAA title. Go Blue. Yeah, they sure did. They whooped Washington. I was watching the highlights with my son. Who's that running back that got number 7, Edwards? Whew, that dude is a problem. But Michigan, yeah, they tore shit up. That maize in blue. Harbaugh, is he going to stay? Is he going to the NFL? Because you know Michigan is going to write him a blank check. Mr. Kojak, who loves you, baby. This is waiting for the husband stealing and so forth. Hey, yo, what do you mean? You talking about Ilhan Omar? No, she's the brother stealer. That's right. Well, no, I think she was banging a dude. Yeah, I think, is she married to him now? She was banging a dude who was married. I don't know if they got married, but she also was married to her brother or some weird shit like that. Javier Melendez. Thanks for the Twomsky, man. I appreciate it. Says, hey, JG, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Javier. Javi. Can I call you Javi? This wokeness reminds me of the movie The Blob. It keeps consuming. This is ridiculous. All women council. That's racist. In some way, I'm sure it is. That's just dumb. When you hire people because of something they can't help, like their gender, their race, or something like that, it's all bad. And you're putting them in a position to fail. Therefore, putting St. Paul in a position to fail. You're putting them in a position they're not qualified to be in just because you're a woman. That's not right. Oh, St. Paul. Generally specific. Thank you. Says their preferred pronouns is sandwich engineers. That's sexist. Generally specific, and we don't stand for that here. Yeah, we do. Come on in. It's fine. That's so stupid. They make herstory. Shut the fuck up. I can't wait to check back in on this like in a year. Oh, I can't wait. Baseball R Us, he says Monterey Salinas Transit is a DEI company now. Of course. Especially coming out of Salinas. You got Salinas is a sanctuary city, and they're proud of it. They were mad that DeSantis was coming through Salinas. Fuck. Monterey? Oh, forget about it. Forget about it. All them colleges there, them liberal granola-headed dirt fuckers they got there. Oh yeah, man. I feel bad for you riding that piece of shit. Ugh. It's diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's what's most important. Okay. Let's get to this little future inmate number of America. This little RT. Oh my goodness. I feel bad for this boy. Just take these kids away from their single moms. And yes, little RT is being raised by his single mom. Of course. Just take these kids away. Just fucking stop. Get them out of these environments. That's the only thing that's going to save them. That's the only thing that's going to save them. If I walked into this room and I saw one of my children engaging in this kind of activity, now, of course, this shit would never happen. But if it did, and if I were to walk into a room and see my children acting in this manner, I don't think that I would say anything right away. I would let them notice me in the room and just watch their whole attitude change, watch the expression on their face when those butterflies begin to flutter around in their stomach, when they see the look on my face, when you see their facial expression change, like, oh shit, I didn't expect to see you here. I would try my best not to throw them on the roof, but I would actually be mad at myself because if my children were in this room acting like this, that's my fault. I failed. It's not innocent. It's not cute. Oh, they're just kids. They don't know. Yeah, they fucking know. Look at the way they're behaving. Look at the fact that they know the words to this kind of music at such a young age. Every single one of their parents failed them. But they got nice clothes on. The little boy here, he got a haircut, got an earring, little outfits. They're being well taken care of, Jericho. You don't know what you're talking about. No, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about because kids need more than material things. I'm sure there's a lot of rich kids out there. I'm sure there's a lot of well-off, well-to-do kids out there who would trade that, who would gladly go down the financial ladder a couple of rungs if they could have their parents present and in their life, paying attention to them, giving them structure, giving them discipline, giving them love, nourishment in more ways than one, not just food, protecting their innocence, making them feel safe. You think these kids go home feeling safe? But if my kids were in this room, that's my fault. I failed them. And so do these kids' parents. Because this is some of the wildest shit I've ever seen. So this is a little RT. Remember, hit him with the Glock, going 60 miles an hour. That bitch better be sucking dick. This is coming out of the mouth of a 9-year-old. First of all, I'll ask the question that's on all your minds right now. Is that boy even speaking fucking English? Like the dude on fucking King of the Hill. Is this little boy a fucking auctioneer? Why does he sound like that? Shout out to the right-wing angel, my man Oliver Mack, because of course He listed the lyrics because he probably had a tough time understanding what this little kid was saying too. These are the words that this little 9-year-old boy is singing. You can see back there, it says, happy birthday. This is a gift to somebody's child. This is a gift. There's an adult right here, a woman right here holding her phone, dancing along to this shit. I don't know if that's his mother, that's somebody's mother. Unfortunately, I wish her womb was barren so she can't bring forth a little ghetto life. But you know she did. Here are the lyrics that these children are singing. If she ain't sucking dick, little bitch, you can get the fuck up out my shit. 100 round, hit him with the Glock. Take a fucker down. You think this little boy wrote this shit? 100 round, bitch. We hitting that kill. We gonna take him down. 12, get behind me. We gonna do 60 fucking miles. Yeah, bitch. I'm in a Lamborghini. Keep on talking. Bitch, I'm in a Lamborghini. Point that beam up on his head. Took his shit. He went out bad. 50 rounds, nigga. No, not play with me. I'll shoot his ass right in the ground. Hand her out. Step on little bro grave. Hit him in the face. Let me translate. Well, the first line's pretty easy. If she ain't sucking dick, little bitch, you gonna get the fuck up out my shit. Means get out of my car. And you can see back here, it says happy birthday. Then that's Spider-Man. What a mind fuck that is. Spider-Man, you're a little kid, but we're gonna play some grown-up fucking explicit rap music over here. 100 rounds, that means 100 round drum magazine. Hit him with the Glock. Shoot him with the Glock. Take that fucker down. Kill him. 100 rounds, bitch. We hitting. We shooting. That kill, we're going to take him down. Now, do you think this little boy is rapping about going to a white neighborhood or something and shooting up white kids or shooting up Mexican kids or Asian kids? No. Don't be ridiculous. We do not travel far to kill. No, he's killing little motherfuckers that look just like him. 12 get behind me. That means if the cops get behind me, we're going 60 fucking miles an hour. Bitch, I'm in a Lamborghini. Keep on talking. Keep running your mouth. Bitch, I'm in a Lamborghini. Point that beam up on his head. Took his shit. He went out bad. Point that laser beam from the gun at his head, rob him, and kill him. You already took his shit. Kill him anyway. 50 rounds, nigga. No, not playing with you. You're not playing with me. I'll shoot his ass right in the ground. Hand her out. Step on little bro's grave. Hit him in the face. This is coming from a little boy. Look at these little girls. Poisoning her mind, but you know she got these Concord 11s on. These are well over $100, even for a foot that small. Material shit. It's all about material stuff. If you don't have material belongings, you ain't shit. And we're going to remind you of it. That's the only important thing. Stuff. This little, oh, get your fucking hair out. Hold on a second. This little motherfucker right here, guy, his mouth is blue. So he been eating candy, dancing around to rap music all day. This little boy over here in the red and white, he's younger than him. He's younger than both of them. This boy's like 5 years old. This little boy back here is 4 or 5. That's an adult back there. There's an adult off camera here. Both women, single mamas. Oh, it's cute. Oh, he wants it. He likes that song. It's cute. He likes it. He wants those shoes. He wants to listen to that music. He wants to eat enough candy to turn his fucking mouth blue. He wants to stay up all night. He doesn't want to eat vegetables. He doesn't like the taste of broccoli. He wants bad food. He wants Takis at 7 o'clock in the morning. I feel bad. I just hate to see him cry. I don't like to see him angry. I don't want to feel bad. He wants those shoes. He didn't like my boyfriend. I don't give a shit if you feel bad or not. You ain't eating no fucking Takis. You ain't listening to this shit. I'm not buying you no expensive ass shoes because your foot grows every damn day like a corn stalk. I don't care if you don't want to go to bed. I don't care if you want to stay up late. I don't care if you want to listen to that shit. It doesn't matter to me. That's what a father brings. Especially a little boy. Now, when it's your daughter, it's different. Girls are different. Their emotions are different. But a little boy, man, you better wipe them tears off and get your ass to bed. Stop crying. You're going to sit there and eat your vegetables until they're gone. Babe. And you damn sure ain't listening to this damn killer music. He probably don't even want to say that shit. They're dancing like this is cute. Finger in the camera, shaking all that fake ass hair. Well, I shouldn't say it's fake. It didn't grow out of her head. It grew out of somebody's head. Probably snatched a little Indian girl, some fucking 10-year-old Indian girl out of her house in the middle of the night, shaved her head. So you can be over here in America bouncing around like a fucking idiot in front of a camera. What the fuck? Like this shit, what? Let's see, you can see, I guess that's a little birthday boy down there on the little mat or whatever. They're fucking like, what is all this shit? This is a little boy. That little boy looks 5 or 6 years old. All this shit ain't necessary. The balloons. What the fuck? Did he graduate from college? Is this a little Doogie Howser? Why are you doing all this for a 5 or 6 year old's birthday party? Because it's not for the 5 or 6 year old. It's for his fucking mama. So she can show everybody, I take care of my baby. That's why everybody's dressed up like they're going to the fucking prom. That's for the mama. It's wintertime. I don't know what state this is in. I think it's in the South somewhere, judging by this boy's fucking slave accent. If it's too cold outside, man, you better find a fucking indoor trampoline park and let those kids run wild for a couple hours. The fuck is all this? Look at this fucking banner back here and balloon arches and fucking a custom-made mat. Boy's like 6 years old. What the fuck is this? Ghetto ass shit. That's because it's all about material shit. Not making good memories for this boy. Not letting him have fun and be a little kid. Let his ass go play with his friends. Get him some Nerf guns. Those boys should have been somewhere playing with some Nerf guns. Give him some safety goggles because you don't want his friend little Johnny losing an eye at his fucking birthday party. Get him some goggles, some Nerf guns, a bucket of darts, and step the fuck out of the way. Let them be boys. Not let them be these little mock adults that you somehow want to mold into somebody to take his daddy's place that you couldn't fucking keep because you don't know how to keep a man because you didn't have a father in your life to show you how to respect yourself. And your mom was a hooah and perpetuated the cycle over again. Man, you out of your damn mind. Little boys don't want to be in no damn suit. They want to be running and jumping. If it's not too cold, let them go outside to have a birthday party at a park, woman. Now, I know that's not going to show everybody what you got, and that's not going to put the spotlight on you, but maybe, just maybe, we can let the spotlight be on him since it's his birthday. Guys, I know I'm coming with these unconventional, unorthodox ideas, but I say let it be about the little kid on his birthday. Jay Reason, what up? That's my man JG. What up, bro? Hey, man, I was telling people earlier how animated you were in that Bills game, the last game of the regular season. Jay Reason usually keeps it pretty tight, man. He runs a tight ship, very professional. But you could definitely see the fan in him come out a little bit, especially toward the end of that game. It was a good game in Buffalo's favor. Authentically Kennedy, what up? What up, mom? Brev, that was me, mom. She says she spent all of her hard-earned child support money on this party. Really? Like, what are you doing? Do you not know your son? Probably not your only one. But do you not know him? Do you not know anything about little boys? Especially at that age? They don't want all that shit. He'll probably never wear that suit again. Authentically, he says, put some respect on her name, Jericho. She blew her back out for that child support. She did. She probably don't even walk the same. Shit is terrible. Tell the baby we all said hi. That's awful, man. That's not supposed to be about you. It's supposed to be about the baby. And why are those kids listening to that fucking garbage to the point where they know the words? What the fuck are you doing? Why are your kids listening to that garbage? Why is that little boy's mama letting him spew that garbage? Let him go to the studios with these grown-ass men writing these kind of lyrics for him to sing. You think this little boy is spending a lot of time at school? You think his mom's homeschooling him? You think in between studio sessions he's getting an animation? I doubt it. I doubt that shit. I'm just going by what I see. Stupid bitch, hit it with the Glock. What? What, boy? Let me come in your room and hear you listening to that bullshit. We'll see how far that thing can fly. What are you listening to? On your phone? Let's see if dad still has a good arm. See how far I can get this phone down the street. Steve D. Martin, thank you. Now, Steve D. Martin, is from St. Paul. And he says, yes, I work for the schools, and it's all about wokey woke and DEI, coddling immigrants and said refugees. Unfortunately, the DFL's corruption runs deep. Yeah. In order to produce shit like this, like an all-female, like, stop. That should not be your main focus. Also, thanks again, man. He says, one of my favorite punk/metal clubs across the river in Minneapolis closed because the neighborhood was overpopulated by Somalians and couldn't draw the crowds. And that's a small business or medium-sized business, whatever, gone. Gone. Now, I'm not saying because you come in from another country, you have to like our music. But I think that business would probably have a better chance of surviving if there was some more assimilation. Call me cray. Call me whatever you want. Shit. I don't give a shit. Crazy. Mm. Look something up real quick. Mm. So I'm trying to find because I saw it real quick. Shit. Hold on, I sent a text message. So let me see if I. Yeah, here it is. Hold on. There it is. It says extremist Jewish teens secretly hired migrants to dig secret Brooklyn synagogue tunnel. Shawshank style. What? Uh, extremist students from an ultra-Orthodox Hasidic group secretly hired migrant laborers to help them build a controversial, you mean illegal, controversial tunnel at the Sex World Headquarters, not sex like SEX, but sect like SECT, Sex World Headquarters in Crown Heights, all to fulfill what they felt was a religious obligation to expand the holy site. Shut the fuck up. Then buy the building next to you. Don't dig a tunnel to it. 6 renegade members, because they're renegades. They don't represent the majority of people. These are just 6 renegades. 6 renegade members of the Shabbat Lubavitch Hasidic movement secretly began digging the 3-foot high, 20-foot wide, 50-foot long tunnel themselves using crude instruments and their hands. They stuffed the dirt into their pockets so that their work wouldn't be detected by the sect's leaders and wider community, a source in the Orthodox community told the Post. You've seen the movie Shawshank Redemption. That's what these young men did at first. They dug and put the dirt in their pockets, said Eaton Kalmowitz, a member of the Lubavitcher community in Crown Heights. Later, the men, most of them in their teens and early 20s, took a collection and hired a group of migrant laborers to finish the job. Kalmowitz said, describing the workers as Mexicans. 9 men, including the henchman, the Henachim Mulakando and Samuel Malka, were arrested for criminal mischief and reckless endangerment after the NYPD tried to stop construction of the secret tunnel beneath the Shabbat Lubavitch synagogue in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. What the fuck? Reckless endangerment? Fucking dug a tunnel. Hold on, let me share the screen so you can see some of these pictures. What the fuck? I don't know. You guys believe that? You believe the Andy Dufresne bullshit they're trying to tell us? I don't know. So let's see here. So this is part of the tunnel. And then these up here, these are the 2 right here who were arrested for criminal mischief. They're the ones who hired the quote unquote Mexicans. It's part of the tunnel. Another part. So they just took. So is this some part of the synagogue that nobody went to? This looks like a storage area or something, like a basement, something. You see like a high chair there. The tunnelers, described by one source as part of a small extreme group, then hired migrant laborers to work on it, according to a community source. The workers lived at an abandoned building that contained a men's ritual bath near Chabad world headquarters at blah, 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 known simply as 770 in the community. The duration of the clandestine work, the duration of the clandestine work. The Mexicans lived in the building for 3 weeks during the work, said Kalmowitz, adding that the migrants did the work correctly and installed support beams. They slept and ate there because it was a secret operation. Another Chabad member said he was shocked by how they managed to hide it. A view of Chabad Lubavitch world headquarters in Crown Heights, where a group of blah, blah, blah. I was surprised by the stealth and secrecy of it all, said a 38-year-old Chabad member who did not want to be identified. It's incredible to me that they kept it under wraps. The yeshiva boys are very idealistic, extreme. Some of the students are on visa from Safed, a holy city in Israel that is considered the birthplace of Kabbalah or Jewish mysticism, said a Chabad rabbi who asked not to be named. So what? They're on visa here from Israel? The controversy over the clandestine construction project exploded earlier this week when members of the community discovered the tunnel and brought in cement workers to fill it in. On Monday, wild scenes broke out at NYPD as the NYPD was called after some of the students tried to prevent the laborers from entering the tunnel. 9 men aged 19 to 21 were arrested for criminal mischief and reckless endangerment. So basically, is this all of them? So basically, what they're saying is that this renegade group, this extremist group of them, 6 of them, decided to build a tunnel to another building, some kind of men's bathhouse. Where they gonna? Is this Revenge of the Nerds? Where they're gonna drill holes in the wall and watch them get naked? Like, what the fuck were they doing? I don't know. I think there's more to it than this. This is where they said teenagers. Motherfuckers are 19 to 21. So these weren't like some 15, 16-year-old punks who were doing this. These are men. These are grown men. So why would they be doing this? They're an extremist group. Were these boys reported? If you have an extremist group in your synagogue, does anybody know about this? It sounds like it's common knowledge amongst them. It sounds like they're known in the church. So why was nothing said if they're an extremist group? And again, why were they building? What is the point of building a tunnel? Lou David, that's right. Underground anything is always bad. But what was the purpose of the tunnel? Where were you trying to get? To a bathhouse? That's what it said. Man, what the fuck does that mean? And if these were actual teenagers, I wouldn't take it seriously. These are 19 to 21-year-olds? You're fucking men. I don't know. Something ain't stirring the fucking Kool-Aid there. That's weird. Jay Reason says, JG, you ever do call-in shows, bro? No, I haven't. I guess I could. I guess it's just a matter of getting a phone number and stuff. But no, I've never done it. I would, though. I've done radio before. That'd be cool. Take some callers. Listen to people talk shit. Listen to people talk shit. Desiree says, excuse me. Why have mattresses, baby gear, and other odd items? Yeah, there's pictures of them taking like these weird stain like mattresses out of there with these stains on them and shit. I mean, that's weird. There's a lot of weird shit going on here. And again, the age of these men is concerning. Kennedy says, hold on. Jumped on me. Calling shows are great when trolls call, but Jericho doesn't have any trolls. I got some. Remember, I kicked out fucking what's his name? Special needs Christian rappers. Oh, special needs biblical Christian rapper. That was his name. Yeah, they're out there. Jay Regan says, I started doing it and it leads to so much engagement, bro. They love it. Yeah, man, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do call-ins. I imagine it would mostly be positive, engaging, having debates and stuff with people or just learning from people, but you would have some trolls for sure. That would be fucking funny. Generally specific, he says, I want to have you on my show someday, Jericho. Hit me up. Jericho Green 2018 at gmail.com. We'll set something up. There we go. There you go. There you go. So yeah, there's my email. Hit me up. Oh, another miser says I looked up his channel. He actually does rap. Is he good? I guess I could find out myself. Oh, hold on. No. Sure. Biblical Christian. Here he is. Okay. Let's see. Videos. Okay, here we go. Hold on, let me hear this shit. Okay. Hold on. the I listened to one of his songs. He has a song on there called No Snowflakes in Heaven. Now the beat is hard. The beat sounds tight, but when you hear him rap, I'm not talking shit, but when you hear him rap, it's obvious that he has special needs. So yeah, special needs biblical Christian rapper. Not sure why you came here talking shit. But yeah. But check it out. Special needs biblical Christian rapper. The beat was tight, but the lyrics do leave something to be desired. Well, people, I hope I left you with nothing to be desired because that's all I got. I have some other stuff to record. Got some family coming to town today because, as I mentioned, oh Heather, girl, you missed it. You better hit rewind. Um, as I mentioned before, this show is dedicated to the memory of my wife's grandfather, Ken, R.I.P. And yeah, I thank you guys for being here. I'll be posting some stuff mañana. I don't think it'll be a live. I think it'll be some videos, but make sure you guys check that out. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for your comments, your concerns, your questions, your super chats. Let me make sure I got them all. Don't leave nobody hanging. See, I almost left Mark hanging. Mark Coniglio. Mark, thanks, man. He says, "Hey, Jericho, can you say hello to my son, Bennett?" What other voice would I shout out somebody named Bennett? Hey, Bennett, I'm here, Bennett. Come on, kill me. I'm here, Bennett. Come on. Hey, shout out to you, Bennett. Better luck next year to your Bears, huh, Mark? Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the link-free link. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to my new channel, Green's House. Make sure you like and subscribe to stop the fuckery. And hit the Teespring link to get some merch. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.